Hello there, this is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. I bet you he can bone. Oh man, bet you he can bone. And you know what, I'll tell you where I got that from. And I told the story before. I was working on this government job, right? And, I had big glasses, bigger than what I wear here. Dressed nerdy, it's on the government, so you ain't gonna be trying to dress all fly and everything. And this woman who, a self-professed gold digger at that, she told two people, because they came back and told me. They were like, you know what? Ron look like a nerd, but I bet you he can fuck. And I would have put fuck in the title. I kind of like getting my, my little AdSense money, right? But that was the whole thing and stuff. And the reason why I'm saying that, because, this morning I was doing my thing, had my little bit of nerd in me. So I was watching Star Trek Prodigy. Then I was checking some, check my stuff online. And I saw a trailer for this thing. I think the movie's called Trust. It'll be on Netflix. It's got Kevin Hart and Wesley Snipes. And I thought about Wesley Snipes, especially from back in the day, right? When he really got big. Women were going crazy for him, but not necessarily for his looks. Even Wesley Snipes didn't consider himself extremely handsome. Like some people called him that, and he was even people as like one of the 50 most beautiful people and all of that. But a lot of women didn't see him for his looks. And he definitely wasn't all that tall. They saw him for his sex appeal. Sex appeal. Because I remember that. I remember how he got to that sex appeal point, right? How he got there. It was, okay. Just excuse me for a second. If I hear just the slightest little thing in the car, I'm like, ping. Anyway. I remember when he got the big sex appeal thing, like women were going crazy over. It was for that movie in 1989, Spike Lee's Mo Better Blues. When he played a character, ironically named Shadow. Oh, man. My man, anybody seen that movie? That dude, he was stroking this woman on a balcony. He had her up on the balcony rails. He was working her. After that, women were going crazy, but they were going crazy over his sex appeal. That was the whole thing. It wasn't about like, he looked great or he looked like a model or something. And the reason I bring that up because, okay, hold on, y'all. Y'all know how I got to do here. Because you know how some people be like, his looks is just looks, but yet, I'm getting all this attention all of a sudden because I'm doing videos giving game to handsome men. Because what are they saying? They still having trouble getting women. But I've always said that since the beginning. I've said since the beginning. I said, yeah, looks play a part, but a man still needs something else. Because you got some nice guys who women will look at, so they handsome, they cute, Because really, even with that looks thing, women, a man could be handsome, good looking, or cute, and still not turn them on. But then you get some guy who might not have the same aesthetics, and the women like lined up for his ass. Seriously, I've seen that. If you take an honest look at the dudes really getting the pussy out here, they ain't as, they might be generically handsome or, decent looking or something. They ain't bad. They ain't totally busted, but they might have pock marks on their face, something, but they getting pussy like crazy. That's because they got a certain sex appeal. And that's the thing, because sex appeal like is not a passive quality in men anyway. For women, they can be passive. Like a woman, she just need to just behave receptive and sit somewhere and cross her big fat thighs or something. And y'all can see I like thighs too. I like butt dunks, but I like thighs too. A woman can have less of a butt dunk and I'm still checking out her thighs. Anyway, right? So, that's all they had to do. But for men, it's a lot of factors involved. You got to have a certain amount of aggressiveness. You gotta be that type who can go forward. You know, you can initiate, dominate. It's a lot of stuff in there. It's a lot of intangibles. You know, that's why some guys can't figure it out. They like, well, how this dude don't look as good as this dude getting all this pussy? He ain't as tall. People constantly say it too. I was like, ask the woman. That's another thing too, real quick, because you know you always get some guys trying to judge other men's looks and everything. And I keep saying, you might can look at another man and you may, you know, you could say, well, aesthetically this and that. But the sex appeal part, a heterosexual man cannot read another. They cannot look at a man the same way a woman can. I'm serious. Seriously. You know? Because I've even had some dudes, I'm doing these handsome man videos, some dudes try to low-key come at me. You know, like, hey, I don't think you're that handsome. I was like, motherfucker, I'm 56 and you're not a woman. So it's like, because even with me, I'll say this about me. I've had more women call me sexy than handsome. More women. I even had one woman, she comments on here every once in a blue moon. She'll say, you know what, Rom, you handsome, but you're not sexy to me. Then one time she said, okay, you sexy right now. Nah, but that's just some real talk right there, though. Real talk, because it's a bunch of intangibles. See, the looks, the face, and the face really plays a part in it, but it's not the total picture. And even then, only certain parts. Like your eyes are very, like for sexual purposes, your eyes, the type of intensity you got in it, or how they look and stuff, that plays a part, because, you know, you're having sex with a woman, looking her in the eye and stuff, that connects. Also, your lips. Women like to kiss, so they be checking out your lips. So, you know, those are the two main things if you're talking about sex. If you're talking about overall, oh yeah, you know, if you're attractive, they'll give you 40 more seconds to, like, you know, spit your game or whatever you're going to do and stuff. But if you say, oh, you don't give off the right intangibles, they ain't feeling you. And, you know, in general, you know, masculine, has some charisma, be able to talk with it. There's another one I've said several times. I'm not even going to repeat it here. Some things y'all going to have to check out my deeper stuff. And I'm going to leave it for the people who check out my deeper stuff. And I've probably said it on here a few times, but it's funny nobody actually brings it up. But basically, it's still just whatever intangibles. Because when women looking at a man, she looking at see if he can fuck. They looking at him. They looking at how he walk, how he carry himself. Does he look like he can pick him up? Seriously, because they want a man. One thing with the woman's sexuality, they want a man who can make them holler. They want a man who can dominate, because they get off best when it's an act of submission, at least in the bedroom. You know, where the man just take over and stuff. That's why some women, they like it if a man choke them and shit, or be slapping that fat, round, heart-shaped ass of theirs. You know? They like that. That man going to say, come here. You know, not that man say, oh, please. Like attitude, too. Like, oh, can we make love? Can I give you a kiss? Now, they're going to be going crazy over that man, going to be like, man, get on your motherfucking knees. Man, whose pussy is this? Whose pussy is this? Shit, that's an attitude and shit. And, you know, a lot of guys, if they give off that vibe, they're going to be seen as sexy. Indeed, that's the best thing for a guy who, you know what, they generally average looking. You know what, they ain't 6'2". You know, I can say body game all day, but they ain't going to be super cut. But if they got those sexual intangibles, the more they have it, the more that overrides a lot of that other stuff. And then if you got all that stuff, but don't have that sex appeal, like I talked about in my video today, because women be having those expectations. They be looking at you, okay, you look good, okay, you got that sexy attitude, boom. Seriously, because a lot, like I said before, a lot of nice guys, y'all be surprised how many non-select nice guys, if a woman is honest, she'll look at them and say, yeah, well, they look good. Okay. That'll be it. But you got to work on it. That's why I say, you know, I ain't so much a dating coach as, because how often I talk about dating. Everything I'm talking about is building your sex appeal. Like body game, let's be real. What makes, okay, fellas. Say you see a woman, she real pretty, but She either overweight, like, and not in a good way, like, like, looking like Jabba the Hutt's cousin, cute face though, or she real slim and shit. Which one y'all gonna go for? New phone, I gotta get used to looking at this. But which one y'all gonna go for? Let's be real. What makes a woman really, really sexy? Her body shape. That's why with men, that's why I'd say body game, The figure 8 is sexy to us. The V is sexy to them. And it's got to be solid, and then it's still all the intangibles. That's why I say body game. Plus, there's a secret to body game, and I say it every now and then. I ain't going to say it here because I want to know who's paying attention. Because there's something with body game, and it don't have nothing to do with aesthetics, that if you embrace body game, it'll bring up something else that'll bring up your sex appeal. I ain't going to say it here because, you know what? I'm going to be real. I want people to try shit because they'll figure it out on their own. Anybody who actually does body game, they figured it out on their own, even if they didn't name it. So there's a secret there that helps with your sex appeal. But then there's other stuff. Like, I'll give you a clue to the deeper aspect. It's a mindset. How do you approach sex generally? Do you got some sexual hangups, or are you open? That's it. Are you comfortable with your dick size? Are you sexually confident? Or you got some fears there? You had sex with that woman. You worried about satisfying her? Or do you even care to satisfy her? Let me talk on that real quick, because I saw something, I forgot which video it was. Somebody was in the comments talking about they don't care about satisfying a woman sexually. Yeah, I know what's coming now. I would tell that man, I would tell that person who said that, okay, if you got a girl you living with, double back home one day. Y'all know what's coming. Y'all know what's coming. Oh, shit. Yeah, double back home one day when you hear that screaming in your bedroom, coming from your bedroom. And that thug dude, that dude probably don't even look physically as good as you, pounding the shit out your woman, making her holler, got her legs, got her ankles pinned up by her, like over her head and stuff. Her eyes in the back of her head. Shoot, there's nothing but wetness under her because she's squirting so much. And that guy look back at you and say, "My bad." This you, man? Let me get a couple more in. Well, maybe 10 more, man. This some good ass pussy, man. I gotta give it to you. Seriously. And that's part of the attitude too. You had that attitude of making her come first. Seriously. Because women pick up on shit like that. Because I'm gonna tell you something now. Betcha he can fuck. Women, when they look at a man, they don't say it, but it's going beyond his looks or how much money he look like he have. They want to get an idea whether he can fuck. I'm gonna tell you something with me. I've had several women over the years, even up to this day, look at me and say, "You know what? I bet you'd be good as shit in bed." Or one woman said to me, "Man, I bet you nasty," and she said it in a good way. She said, "I bet you nasty," and she was like, "Hey." Yeah. Incidentally, if a girl say, "Oh, you nasty," like that, if she say, "You nasty," leave her alone. She don't want to fuck with you. But she said, "Oh, you nasty." Yeah. Yeah. Because if you get that, I'm going to tell you what, though, too. If you can at least develop those intangibles, even if you not like the model-looking guy or, you got that perfect body build or height, you're going to get some play. You're going to get some, I'll say this, you're going to get play from 98% of women. 98%. There's always a percentage who want you to be perfect, but real quick on that, if a woman wants you to be physically perfect, don't fuck with them. Because I guarantee the pussy no good. Trust me, I know this from experience. The more perfect they want you to be, the more no good their pussy is. Their pussy no good. Yeah, that's a whole other conversation why I can tell you that. I'll put it like this. When they're looking for perfection, well, I'll give it to you right now. When they're looking for perfection, that means they got some defenses up. That means even if you anything less than perfect, they really sexually repress, and the pussy will be no good. And seriously, you're going to just be like, damn, what the fuck? Whenever they look for perfection. Now, if they realistic or something and they into you no matter what, boom. All right? So anyway, I know some people probably be watching and say, "Rom, just as an aside, how is it is it that you can, on one channel, your deep thought channel, you can talk real deep, another one business, and on here, and even on here, you know, be real intelligent, but then on your car video, you just nasty. I'm complex, man. Shit. I'm complex. I can, hey, look, I can roll with some upper class people at some serious event and just be there like, you know, I grew up among them. Or I can hang out on the streets. With the I can roll. People be thinking I'm part of the streets. You know? Yeah. Oh man, I could go on talking. No, I'm just that's just how I am though, man. Been around different people. And I'm just complex. If you any man, it's called being thorough. If you think about a thorough dude, he the type, you know, he can play ball. He can work it out in a classroom. He got that core. He can make that money. He can throw his hands, everything. I'm just complex. I mean, men should work to be complex. So anyway, that's all I got now. You know what? I got to get used to the angle of this new phone. This phone is bad as shit, though. I don't like this motherfucker. Man, shit. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, y'all. Oh, one last thing. The Self-Improvement Summit is not this weekend, but November 5th. And especially for those who want to see more of Rom. And, you know, C Boogie is there, Brother Frank, Cousin T-Taw, this brother who does a channel, K Business Podcast. He's going to be talking about business. We have a brother who's going to be there selling some smoothies and stuff. And, yeah, definitely hit C Boogie up. I'm going to put C Boogie's email in the description box. Sign up. Y'all need to sign up because he got a deadline on it. He didn't tell me the exact deadline, but I think a deadline is like one day next week. But definitely sign up for it and stuff. And then, you know, we can really chop it up. And then we'll be out in the field. Depending on where we go for the after party, shoot. Because like the third Self-Improvement Summit, they'll tell you, I was coaching. People coming to me, all right, what's up, coach? All right, man, see that girl over there? All right, go ahead, go get her. Go get her. I was like directing traffic. They'll tell you, even the women there were saying, damn, Rom being a matchmaker. But y'all get to see it enough. Because honestly, though, a lot of people think they know me. But I can't. I'm sitting in a car talking and shit, man. It's very different. When y'all see me interacting with people, just period, just out and about, just chilling. I could be in a restaurant or something with a group of people, and if I'm just sitting there just real quiet, people will peep that I'm just looking around at everything. I'm observing everything. Sometimes I'll be sitting there just reading people. People will tell you that. Anybody who's been to the Self-Improvement Summits, I say, yeah, you want to see another side of Uncle Ron. Yeah. So anyway, go check it out. Definitely hit them up. And I look forward to seeing some of y'all. Definitely hit it up, y'all. Definitely hit it up. I want to see y'all. And plus Cousin T-Taw, C Boogie. Oh man. Shoot. We'll hit you down. We'll give y'all some real game. Some real game. Fuck what we saying online, because there's still a lot of shit I don't share online. Yeah, you catch me right. I'm in a good mood. Had some buffalo wings. Shoot. Yeah, all you had to do is sit back and be quiet and listen. Then I'll give you a homework assignment right there. So anyway, y'all, that's all I got for today. Get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.